Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 98 yards, and the Texans have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this plate?
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Check. That's it. Check. 59.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup, 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Well, throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth.
A 35-yard.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack on the safety blitz.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After the sack on first down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Ryan escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Hey, South. Hey, South.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Hey, take 10. 39.
They'll throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Watch 11. Watch the twins.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to run with Freeman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Ryan now off the bootleg. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in. And the Falcons cut into that lead. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Texans 17, Falcons 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out comes Houston. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
It's been a long day for you. 31. Check.
From the 50, it's Watson. Looking long for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You remember this? Let's go, baby. PS4. Check, 59.
To throw again, Watson. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. The final shot before the break, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 40. Watson hands this to Foreman, and the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
That's what I do.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
59, Danny, 280. Got it. Alert 3. Hey, wait. Alert 3.
On 1st down, Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Watch one. 41's coming. 41's a Mike. Let's get it together, D. Hey, wait. Check 43.
Throwing again. Ryan. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll run with Miller, and space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Texan.
This is it.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or... And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Money two. Right there in the middle. 58. Back up.
Again on 2nd and 10. It's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Dunn able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zach Cunningham in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Back now in Houston, it's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to go down again. J.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Foreman. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From his goal line here, Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Fielded at the 20. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Mike 5-5. Mike.
Now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky flushed out right. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 72 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The first down carry for Davis. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle. Davis will try to run for it. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's 4th down.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll run with Foreman. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 12-0 to score after one on EA Sports. On first down, Watson looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
24. Check.
Here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
58, boys, 58.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Steps, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. 4th down, so the Texans dial up the number of their second-year punter, Trevor Daniel. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atoned for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now he's into the clear. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis. 70 yards, and the Bears will add on to their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And some room to work.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown from 21 yards away. And the Texans get a bit closer.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will get him one closer. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, ball. 55.
Now Trubisky to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. J.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
They begin with a run by Davis. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Check. Alert.
They'll run on 1st down. Davis. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Win the rep. Let's go right here. Ran. Drop deep. Slam.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Come on.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. So you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
41's the mic. Check 41. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now it's Trubisky. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Out left to Shaheen. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Move. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
So that'll back him up 5.
Here we go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Motion.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, a give to Davis. Space to run past the 20. That one good for 21 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey, box trot.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, 55 yards. Flush to his right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with 1st and goal. I have to believe that they'll continue to bring the pressure on 3rd down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans cut into that lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a short...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try the right side here with Davis. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Move. Move. Jim.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Miller with it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. This is Gabriel out on the left side. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to knockout.
All day, every day.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Whitney merciless, coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Now it's Trubisky. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. The quick slant caught, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Bears will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time. And
they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Watson to throw on third down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Go!
On first down, it's Watson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Second down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Go, go. Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
It's a party now. I want to work. 55, Mike, 55. Here we go. 55's Mike, guys, 55.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is going to be a safety as Trubisky gets swallowed up in the end zone. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Trubisky will throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
At the 16-yard line.
Let's get off the field, G. Let's get off the field.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
15 yards on the play, first down. They'll go with Foreman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They run again with Foreman, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
Switch.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know